Apple push notification services or remote push notification services. Apple push notification services or remote push notification services. How these are going to work means, so when we have to pass a notification means it's something half of the work server side will be there, half of the work application side is there. So first I will explain you the actual flow, okay? Then everything will be discussed. So how this APNS is gonna work means, there are many ways are there. This is your app, okay? First let me write the theory. First, register APNS, app side. Only development point of view I'm explaining right now. Register APNS from app side. Number 2, set up backend server side. Okay. Then third one, push notifications. This is reverse. Server to Apple notification services. APNS from here you are going to work on app. It's a reverse flow. Okay, these are the 3 steps. Apart from this step, as a developer, you have certain kind of developers work. So what is developer works here? This is everything in the paid account only. So register app and create certificates. So create certificate means you have .cer file, you have .p12 file, and self certification keychain access. Let me this is going to call as, what is the statement? RCCCA. You can say, let me check what is it. Let me check the standard word actually. The standard word is going to call CR file. CSR file. So these are many steps are there. Register the app, create a certificate, enable push notification, provide P12 file to backend server. These are the works which we have to do with the paid account. Okay, these are the main things will be exist. Now how it is going to work means it's very simple work. Observe clearly. So two steps. First step, second step. Second step is a flow. First step is a registration. Now guys, this is your app. This is your app which is enable the, APNS. So what you have to do here first. So you already did this thing, right? These are all things you already provided. That means your app and Apple server knows that this app is required push notifications. So when you did these all things like registering app, creating certificate, enable push notification, providing P2 file to backend server, after doing this all, Apple server knows that this app is going to send the push notifications. Okay. So what's going to happen? So this is app. So when we are going to work with the app, we have to register that one first. So in order to register, we are going to send this particular registration information to our server provider. Like I given few days like Braze, these all are the partners actually. Those are going to provide the push notification services to the effective e-commerce application. So we are going to send UUID of the device to our server or provider, whatever may be. You did like this, right? So here, Apple push notification server. Apple has their own server. Okay, these guys already registered here. So the backend provider is already registered with the Apple server. So app has to be registered through servers through UUID. If registration is success, then yes, app is able to receive the notification. So registration app side, you have to register, you have to tell, set up the backend server. Maybe you can set your own server or you can take any partner server also. Then post, this is different. So so this is first two steps are over. So when user is installing the app or when user is open the app, we have to register the APNS request first. So registration in the sense just sending the UUID of the device to the backend provider or the servers, and they already integrated with the APNS directly. APNS is an Apple server, not our work. So this particular thing, this is our server, which can be our independent server or it can be the provider, like push notification provider. So your responsibility, first you have to register your app with the server in order to receive the notification, and you have to send the unique identifier value, that is UID. Number two, this UID can be changed if you formatted your device or if you reinstall the application. On every installation, it will give you a new UID, or if you formatted your system, also you will get a new UID. Means if you reset the complete hardware reset, if you did, then you will get the UID. So to identify this UID are valid or not, they have something called silent push notifications. There is one kind of scenario with there. Like how I will identify that after registering a push notification, this particular device still in work. So why they will ask this question means UID is unique. But once if you uninstall the app, that UID will go again, one more UID will create it. So this particular backend can be have a duplication users also. So what they are going to do, whatever the UID is there, through this UID, they will send the silent push notification. So if that silent push notification is received by the APNS, it transferred, then it is called okay, that device is active. If it is failed to send means that is inactive, then they are going to delete that UID in the server. That is a server side technique what they are doing. So you register your app UID. UID can be changed in certain scenario. Reinstallation of app, delete and reinstall, hardware reset, If you are resetting the device also, UUID will be changed. Then it's registration. This registration is one. Then how the push notification will work means, this is your server. Let's say I want to make a flash sales, or I want to make like 1 hour sale. Then I want to target all the users, right? So from server, you set when to trigger. That means push configuration. So server side, we are not interested in push configuration. So this push configuration will tell that, okay, what are the things are there, when to trigger, to whom to trigger, which location trigger, a lot of conditions. Let's say I want to trigger to only certain part, south part of India. I want to trigger only the students. I want to trigger only those people who order in the last couple of months which belongs to the electronics product. Like a lot of conditions, it's called push campaigning basically. So from server side, they are going to set up a push configuration. Okay. So this push configurations will be provide you set of UUIDs to the APNS. So this one, the server will send the instruction to APNS. So APNS is a control of Apple server, not for the our server. APNS, Apple Push Notification Service Provider. So once this particular APNS is received all the setup, these guys are knows that which app inactive or who are inactive, because when you install the app, they people knows it's installed. When they uninstall the app, these people knows it's uninstalled. Shit, complete drawing is gone, man. Complete drawing is gone, Puneet. Okay, so this is a server. Can you see now?
Yes, sir. Now I can see.
The first part is gone already. This is a server where the people are going to configure the push configurations. So it's called sales campaigning or whatever. And this server will send list of all the UIDs where they want to post the notification. Then it goes to APNS, Apple Push Notification Service Provider. From here, it is going to broadcast to messages to all the users who belongs to those things. Then they are going to receive the push notifications. Once you got the push notification, if user is launched from the push notification, you have a callback delegates there where you can handle this delegates flow. This is reverse flow, and the front end flow is like app. So app has to be registered first, notification with server. So at the time of notification, we are going to pass what? UUID, and that UUID will be registered with the APNS directly. That's it. This is the